This is called Lord Winklebottom Investigates. It is a point-and-click game that is fully narrated. What is the last game? The Thing List 2? No. There's Lord Winklebottom Investigates, which is the first one, Pomo Farm, which is the second one, and Witch Hazel Woods, which is the third one. Game. There's an axolotl. He's dead in there. All right.
God, he's dead. The master's dead.
Ah, yes, my dear Lord Winklebottom. Right away, sir.
Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
Hopefully they don't dwell too much on the part where one of the Weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Huh, wretched blighter called me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend, and just in time too, as you have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Oh, Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
Bit of a swot then, eh? We had no time for his sort at my school.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Oh, I slipped it into the newspaper for safekeeping.
Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What do they say about me?
Ah, well, let me see. Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister? Dash it all, I didn't spend 8 years in medical school to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We have to get going if we're to catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Oh, very well. I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Ah, here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now.
Check your notebook regularly for notes Lord Winklebottom has made about the characters you've met. Sounds like Yahtzee voicing the hippo. I don't know who that is. Painting.
Ah, do you remember this case?
Ox and Fox gang, wasn't it? Made a mint selling forgeries of famous works of art, until you stepped in.
That's right. Kept this one as a souvenir. It's a reproduction of the goat with a pearl earring. Ah, the streets of London. Fair to say we've seen this city at its best and its worst over the years, eh, Frumple?
Nanny used to tell me the streets of London were paved with gold. Daft old bird. It's just stone and dirt, same as everywhere else.
Ever the optimist, my friend. One of Frumple's many teacups. I'm rather fond of this scarf. Shame it's a bit on the short side there.
Get it because he's a giraffe.
You know, we really must replace this waste paper bin. It's starting to look rather ragged.
Yes, and whose fault is that? Don't know why you keep buying these straw ones. You know you can't resist a nibble when you're peckish.
As I say, we should replace it. Yes, a nice new straw basket, I think.
No, I wanted to click on my notebook. Sent mysterious invitation. Lives on isolated island. is dead.
Any ideas, old thing?
You promised to make me a new cup of tea. Do get a move on with it, old thing.
Now to pour some out for the good doctor. A pot of tea. And in with the tea.
So when are they adding meat in this game? Oh, Clover.
One of Rumpel's many teacups. I'll take this, good for the old a jug containing. I put the milk in the cup. Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Ah, was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What sort of animal do you think I am?
A most fine one, my friend. Come along, we need to be off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Gilfrey's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this will have to do. Tea first, I ask you.
Ah, just smell that salty sea air. Takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Gilfrey. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life on the waves.
Don't much care for it myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. I tried to go for a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Gilfrey's Island.
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry, in a bit of a jam here.
Good day to you, sir.
Bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub. I do apologise, sir. Shouldn't take it out on you like, but he's going to drink me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed so. Quite the predicament.
I don't think these dubs like their landlord.
So this is your establishment, I take it?
Indeed so, sir. Used to be
I
the
wonder why.
father's, but I took it over as the oldest of the litter. We do a good trade, serving the sailors and dock workers, even if we have to put up with less savoury characters from time to time.
I say, Winklebottom, I do hope he's not talking about the chap who's meant to sail us out to the island.
Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fella.
He's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside. And my spare key is in my bedroom on the top floor. How am I meant to get up there?
Sounds
would-
rather like your forte, what?
I do have a certain talent for retrieving rooms from high places, yes.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir. It's the window on the right up there. Not the left one. That leads to the hallway and we had it sealed up, as it lets a proper terrible draught in right through the pub. We catch our death if you open that one.
I missed what he was
Let
saying.
me in, you.
Can we help you get the...
He's bleeding well.
Sounds rather like your...
I do have a certain...
Oh, if
You
you.
went on the right, okay.
Oh, well, I can see them. Lord Winklebottom committing common law.
Use it to grab the...
These must be the keys to that.
Let me in.
Good day.
I do apologize.
Indeed so. Well, goodbye.
I say, don't you think we should...
A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use. A number of wooden barrels.
Can't I stand on one? Oh, rope.
Let's take this with us.
Talk to these while we're here.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind? I say, there's really no need for that.
Fearsome looking blighter, I'm keeping well away.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Greetings, my good.
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
The fellow over there is proving a bit troublesome.
Oh, him? He's harmless, really. At least as long as you don't greatly value your eyeballs.
Delightful.
You'll not be getting anything out of him till he's got his morning drink inside of him. And I'm not talking about coffee, if you take my meaning.
I see. I have a ticket for conveyance of myself and my colleague here with a Mr. Walters. I wonder if you know the gentleman.
That layabout. Oh, I know him all right, but you'll not be going anywhere with him till he pays his docking fees. Nobody leaves this dock without my say-so. No docking fees, no permit to leave.
I say, Winklebottom, this Walters fellow sounds like a flaky sort of character, what?
Well, can we discuss this permit? How might we obtain a permit to allow us to leave the dock?
Well, you could get Walters to pay his docking fees, but that's not likely to happen. Tell you what, I'm a bit short-staffed today. So if you help me with repairing this ship, I'll give you a permit.
Manual labour? Don't much like the sound of that. I have a surgeon's hooves, don't you know?
Well, what can we do to help?
I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something.
Very well, we shall obtain some wood for you.
Also, this barrel of tar here solidify. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it.
Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem for a genius like you, eh, what?
Right then, Frumple, let's see what we can do about getting hold of this permit. You know, Frumple, we might be able to make use of this saw.
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
A boat hook. This should...
When you meet a random sailor on a dock and they ask you for wood, you need to read between the lines. I don't know what you're talking about. Wink.
A long piece of rope. Ah yes, this seems to be just the ticket. Right then, this should do the trick.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. Right then, let's see what that bleeder has been up to in my pub.
Wouldn't fancy being in that fellow's shoes, eh?
You'll bleeding well pay for this, Walters. Look what you've done. This bleeding barrel is bleeding well empty now. Get out, you hear?
Keep your snout out me business. I be leaving in me own time. I won't be taking no orders from a landlubber like you.
I say, Frumple, this is the chap who's going to sail us to the island?
Fellow looks like he's barely able to stand, let alone sail the ship.
This fireplace is as cool as the atmosphere in here.
Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
A painting of a ship. It's perhaps not the most refined piece of artwork I've seen.
Probably for the best. I wouldn't hang anything valuable in this place, not with their clientele.
I have no idea what these are for, but they look terribly nautical. I presume this is the landlord's wife.
Ah yes, handsome looking sow, isn't she?
I say, barkeep, would you mind awfully if I took this empty barrel?
You'd be doing me a favour. That beer-soaked bulldog has emptied it anyway.
Damned if I can figure out where you keep all this stuff, Winklebottom.
A rum jug.
Suspicious, you think? Maybe an important clue.
No, Frumple, I mean it's a jug full of rum.
How can I help you?
I wonder what you can tell us about the sailor who's been slumped over that table over there.
The bane of my bleeding existence, that's what he is. He's cleared me out. Can you believe it? Drunk all me bleeding beer he has.
Very bothersome, I'm sure. I say, old chap, any chance of lighting the fire? There's a bit of a nip in the air after all.
No bleeding way. Cost me money, that does. And with that waste of space drinking me out of house and home, I need to save every last shilling. I'd have to get a lot colder before I start a fire.
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
Shifty looking sort, if you ask me.
What makes you say that? He seems like a perfectly fine gentleman to me.
Can't rightly say. Something about primates. It's the eyes, I think. Something in them is almost
Oh,
not animal.
read between the lines. Sorry, 9X, I wasn't paying attention.
I'm not
Ball.
quite sure what I want this for, but one thing I do.
Picking up litter, eh? Very public-spirited.
Um. Oh, wood. We got the barrel.
Here you are. A barrel. It's made of wood.
It's a good effort, but I can't very well plug this hole with a whacking great barrel now, can I? Maybe if you broke it up or something.
I'd really rather...
Maybe like, I don't know, the saw? That this fucking
Excuse
seagull
me,
won't
sir.
let me.
I say.
Fearsome looking blight.
Oh, okay. I guess I go get the rum bottle. How do I pay for the rum bottle?
Get your bleeding hooves off. I mean, would you mind leaving that where it is, please, sir? I lose a dozen of those a day to these thieving bleeders.
I say, Winklebottom, this fella looks like a bit of a bore, eh, what?
Yes, very good, Frumple. Any ideas, old thing?
Well, we probably need to get the things that Puffin fellow was asking for.
Gee, thanks. I definitely didn't figure that one out. Come on. Okay, so he won't steal anything from me here.
Now let's see if we can't get this window open. No, it's no good. Stuck fast.
Give another go. Probably just been painted over.
Well, if you say so, just one more... Oh. Oh dear, well that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully embarrassing.
Still got the job done, what?
You know, I really do feel absolutely terrible about this. I'd really rather not. I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Well then, thank... no. I'm really not sure what the plan is here.
You used the boat hook to bring the box of tools over, you dink.
No, I don't think... Any idea?
Well, we probably need to get the...
Oh, Chad, I have never been good at point-and-click games.
I say, it is rather chilly in here, what?
Yeah, it's colder than Poseidon's drawers in here.
Oh, for goodness sake. I'll have to light the bleeding fire now.
Okay, where's the tar barrel?
A collection of barrels. This tar is hard as rock.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like mud, but just you try wallowing in it. You need a chisel to get it off you.
A long piece of rope. No.
I don't have anything that I can make a torch with. What? How do I bring the fire? Did they... Yes, Terravin. But I clicked on the rum,
A rum.
Suspicious?
No, Frumple, I mean it's a jug.
and this guy just tells me to put it down.
Get your bleeding.
See? So now I need to bring the fire over to the tar to melt it, but I don't know how.
No, I don't think... no. I have reservation... no.
Cut up barrel. I can't cut the barrel without the saw, which I can't get because of the fucking seagull.
Since the landlord is looking the other way, perhaps I might borrow this for a moment.
Fella's probably used to things going walkabout in this place anyway.
Thank God for modular. Christ.
A metal poker. Now to heat this poker up somewhat. Yes, this has done the trick splendidly.
Be careful with that thing, don't want to burn a hole in your britches.
Thank you, modular. Good God.
Right then, Frumble, just watch this. Yes, the hot poker is melting through the tar like butter.
Oh, what a noxious niff. Let's get rid of this stuff quickly.
I still don't know how to break the barrel, though.
You know, Frumble, we might be able to make you...
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
This is just what I need. I could use this to waterproof the repair.
no.
Bottles on the barrels?
I have reservations. I'd really rather not.
How can I help you, sir?
I say, old boy, would you mind awfully letting us have that jug of rum?
Well, I suppose you did help me get...
Well, thank you.
Very good.
No, the seagull needs a drink. Oh, I didn't pick up the fucking... I didn't pick up the bottle. I didn't pick up the jar of rum yet.
We should take our... a jug for... Here you are then, sir, some alcohol.
I say, he nearly ripped your blasted hoof off.
Well, that seems to have calmed him down considerably, but I can't help but feel we aren't really helping the poor wretch here. Now this fellow has calmed down. You see? Doesn't mind a bit. Now, Frumple, you hold onto the barrel, and I'll attempt to chop it up.
Careful where you're waving that thing. No other doctors around to patch me up if you slip, you know.
Will this do the job?
Ah, yes. This'll do nicely. I could use this wood for me repairs. Thank you for that, fellas. Now I can repair the hole in this boat. First class job. Even if I do say so myself.
Well, nobody else is likely to.
Well, with that done, I'm finished for the day, so you're both free to go. Give this permit to Walters and let him know his debt is cleared. This time.
Oi, what is it?
I say, old boy, we have a permit here.
Does that long neck of yours make you hard of hearing or something?
I say, this is just too much. You, sir, are a cad, a bounder, a dashed rotter, hang it all.
Steady on there, old boy.
Now look here, you bounder. We have tickets and you will jolly well sail us out to that island. Dash it all.
I won't be sailing today. I drinks me beer to wash away the terrible taste of the salty seawater. And hates it, I does. I'll not be sailing again for a while now that I've got that accursed taste out of me system.
Ironic that a man named Salty should hate the taste of seawater so, isn't it, Frumple?
Dashed inconvenient if you ask me.
You are Salty Walt?
That I am, and
Then you want to take us?
nope, I be staying here.
I say you rot.
Nah.
Well, good.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear thanks to all that beer.
Hey, get your pill.
Okay.
Any ideas, old thing?
Need to get that sailor fellow to do his job. Have a word with him and see if there's anything we can use to get him out of the pub.
Didn't seem like it.
Aye, what?
Well, goodbye.
Fellow seems more than a little...
Steal the boat. Neither of us know how to drive a boat.
I say, old chap. Well then, thank you for your...
I say, Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little boat. Wouldn't fancy my chances trying to cross the sea in this thing, eh?
Quite so, old man. Ah, smell that, my friend.
Ah, disgusting smell. Gone to bide seawater. Tried to swim in the sea on my holiday to Blackpool and got a mouth of the filthy stuff. Disgusting.
Well, you should really keep your head up.
Easy for you to say,
Oh.
my head's rather closer to my body.
I might be able to get some seawater in there. It's no good. The rope can't get any purchase on the smooth.
Okay, on the jug then.
I've tied the ropes with that. Now I'll lower the jug down on this rope and... yes! We now have a jug full to the brim with salty seawater. No, I don't think that...
What be you playing at? Get that away from me beer.
Pridefully sorry, old boy.
Gonna need to distract the old curmudgeon if we get near his drink. I say, Winklebottom.
Yes, very good. A roaring hot...
Gives the place a rather shifty looking sword.
What makes you say that?
Can't rightly say. Something about primates. It's the eyes, I think. Something in them is almost not animal.
If that was there the first time and I missed it, that's a very funny joke.
How can I help you, sir?
Well, thank you for...
Very good.
A painting of a ship. It's perhaps...
Probably for the best, I wouldn't have.
This seems unlikely. I'm really not sure what the... These are made by the finest craft sauces. I presume...
Ah, yes.
I have reservation. Any ideas, old thing?
Need to get that sailor fellow to do his job.
Aye,
You are salty what?
that I am.
Then you want to take us to...
Nope, I be staying.
I say, you rotter. We...
Nah.
Well, good...
Fellow seems more than a little...
terrible siren song be that? Last orders are upon us already. Quick, you rapacious rapscallion. I've been eating more beer.
A jug full. Quickly, while he's
Thank
not
you,
looking,
Ninix.
just pour this into him.
Ah, what be this foul flavour? Oh, me last beer is ruined, and that picaroon pig won't sell me no more.
Do I take it you might now be willing to carry out your job?
No reason not to now. Maybe the Admiral can see his way to providing me with a bit of the old grog. Go way back, him and me.
Shall we meet at the docks then?
Aye, I'd be waiting at me vessel. Make it quick, mind you.
My word, there appears to be a storm coming in. We must make haste and get out of the island before it hits.
I knew it.
I say, Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little boat. Wouldn't fancy my chance of trying to cross the sea in this thing, eh?
Quite so, old man. Wait, you don't mean this is your ship?
Aye, that it be. And what of it?
I just don't think it looks particularly seaworthy.
She's a fine vessel. Served me on many a long voyage, she has. Besides, I be the only sailor for hire in the dock right now, so you don't have a choice.
That's not terribly reassuring.
Shall we set sail for the island then?
Aye, that we will. All me permits are in order, so all aboard for the Isle of Barghest.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Made it at last. Madam, would you be so kind as to let your master know?
Oh, sir, it's terrible. A tragedy. The master, he's dead.
I say, what?
It's true, sir. Oh, the poor master. I found him, sir, just floating there in his tube. Stiff as a board he was. Oh, it was horrible.
Gilfrey, dead? But this doesn't make any sense. He was in the prime of his life. The fellow was as strong as an ox.
A very tiny ox, anyway. Oh, I say, old chap, I am sorry.
We should take a look just to be certain. Madam, Dr. Frumple here will want to examine the poor fellow.
And if there's even a hint of foul play, you can be certain that Lord Winklebottom will get to the bottom of it.
Oh, my lord, thank God you're here. The master spoke of you often.
Tell me, who else is in the house?
Well, my lord, there's the staff. That's myself and Ambrose, the butler. The gong over there should summon him. Also Pumphrey, the gardener. Though he's been moping around outside of late. Miserable sod he is. Oh, sorry, my lord.
Anybody else?
Oh, yes, my lord. There are a great many guests here today. The master had a big announcement to make, he said.
Right, Frumple, we should have a look at poor Gilfrey, then introduce ourselves to the other guests. Thank you, madam, you've been most helpful.
You're welcome, my lord. Have you any luggage with you? I can have Ambrose take it upstairs for you.
Alas, no, we lost most of our possessions on the journey over here. Our means of conveyance turned out to be a touch unstable.
It was all I could do to keep hold of me tea. Oh, I say, a gong. Shall I gong it?
I'm not entirely convinced that gong is a verb, but very well if you...
Gong.
You don't actually need to say gong, you know?
Oh, well, I suppose, but where's the fun in that?
Strange, the maid said this would call the butler, but he's nowhere to be seen.
You just rang it. What? Maybe like wait 2 seconds?
It would be prudent to alert someone on the mainland to the death. Hello? Operator? Ah yes, hello. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to connect me to Scotland Yard. Inspector Culver's office, if you please. Yes, thank you. What the devil? The lights have gone out.
Okay, someone else is gonna die now.
What on earth was all that about?
I'm not sure. I say, the telephone line has gone dead. And look at this.
Crikey, that's a bit of a mess. What could have done this?
Well, one thing's for sure, we're not going to be able to contact the mainland until we can get this repaired. This wire has been severed cleanly too, by the looks of it.
Bit suspect if you ask me. Can we repair it?
Maybe if we can find some replacement wire to bridge the gap.
I say, Winklebottom, that fella must have been going like a bomb when you ran into that wall, what?
I think I've heard that one before, and it's not in very good taste.
I suppose when you think about it, it is quite an odd tradition. A little morbid, in fact. Look, the poor fellow even has some of his clothing still on him.
This chap is beyond even your skills, I fear. Let's leave him be. A bowl of fruit. You know what they say, Frumple, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Well, doesn't seem to have worked, does it?
Can I take his moose glasses? I don't think so, no.
Ah, portrait of the great fellow himself.
Distinguished looking chap, eh, Winklebottom?
No, I can only look at the moose
I
head
say,
as a whole.
Winklebottom, that fella must have been going like a bomb.
I think I've heard that one before, and it's...
I suppose when you think about it, it is quite an odd tradition. A little morbid, in fact. Look, the poor fellow even has some of his clothing still on him.
This chap is beyond even your skills, I fear. Let's leave him be.
I do like this.
A bust of the great composer, Beethoven.
Not just a great composer, but an excellent at tricks too, you know. I hear he was an expert at rolling over.
It has a surprising amount of charm to it. It does, but I think it doesn't make a good. It doesn't make a very good stream game, at least for me, because a lot of what I do when I interact with point-and-click games is I voice the characters. So I don't have anywhere to like inject myself into this game, so I'm struggling to like do something with it, you know. And then it's just me getting frustrated by the
Painting
by
of
the
Gilfrey's
game.
only daughter, Constance. This is a portrait of Gilfrey's late wife, Ethelberta. She died tragically young a few years ago.
How did she die, anyway?
It was a terrible incident involving an airship.
I say, crashed with her on board.
No, she flew too close to the propellers and, well, you can imagine the rest.
Oh, grisly way to go.
Frumple, you're the food expert. Do you think we should take this with us?
As you wish, but don't expect me to know what to do with it. I'm rather more interested in the end result than the process, you know.
It's surprising how often a good sharp knife comes in handy during an investigation. At least we know we can make more tea if we need to.
Oh, that's a relief. I feel like I've been nursing this cup for hours now. So I'll make it next time and put the milk in first, like you meant to.
Kleptomania, yeah.
Oh my god. Frumple, look at this. This is terrible.
What? What is it?
They're keeping red wine in the refrigerator. This is sacrilege.
Oh, is that all? I thought you'd found something important.
A block of butter. Might be useful. It's rock solid, however.
I like it when it's solid. Easier to take a bite out of it.
Oh, what? I mean, if you keep it on your person, your giraffeson, I'm sure it will warm up on its own.
I can't just cause them to spontaneously combust.
When I was in the Calf Scouts, we'd make fires by rubbing twigs together.
I see, and do you have any twigs handy?
Ugh, you don't have to poo-poo all my ideas, you know.
Just some odds and ends, nothing useful.
There's the matches.
There are some matches in this box. I'll take these, or rather this. There only seems to be one match left. Nothing of interest in here. This door appears to be locked most.
Yes, quite so. Wonder where it leads to.
Just open this hatch.
Ugh, blasted thing won't stay open.
I'm really not sure what the plan is here.
You keep it open with the saucepan. What do you mean?
Greetings, madam.
What's that, young man? Speak up!
I said greetings, madam.
No, it's no good. No diction. That's the problem with you young people. You need to learn to project, my boy.
We're not going to get very far here, Winklebottom. My diagnosis is the old bird is deaf as a post.
I'm so glad to have you here, Frumple. I've no idea how I would manage without your expert opinion on such matters.
Oh, thank you, old thing.
Thank you for your time.
What's that?
Ugh,
I say, Winklebottom, do you know who this is? It's Dame Celia Wellington Boot.
I'm sure I have no idea.
But she's famous. Dame Celia was a star of the stage. I had quite the crush on her as a young calf.
I believe these are used to see into the future. Rather a pity they can't see into the past, so we could find out what happened to Gilfrey. I say, Frumple, I can see a mist starting to form in this.
No, old boy, that's just your monocle steaming up because of the heat from the fire.
Oh, then we probably shan't get any answers this way. I suppose a tiny nibble wouldn't hurt.
Careful, old thing, you'll get your head stuck in that vase.
I say, you're right. Yes, my head goes all the way in. I can eat the stalks, too.
You could just pull the things out. But...
There's nothing left to eat in this.
You're addicted, man.
This painting is called Adventure Awaits, apparently.
Huh. Personally, I could do with a bit less adventure in my life.
If I turn the hands, I can make the clock chime. This tube is part of the network of pipes Gilfrey used to get around the house. Being amphibious, he preferred to stay in these as much as possible.
Ingenious system, mind you.
Yeah, except that that's where he was found dead.
A roaring hot fire. Dame Celia's haberdashery bag. I'm not going to open these, it'll let in a terrible draft.
Somebody was very
Ugh,
wet.
this bed is absolutely filthy. Rumble, what do you make of this?
Looks like some kind of slime or mucus. I'd say this bed is used by a mollusk of some sort. Filthy buggers.
Wow, relax, man. The fuck? It's rather judgmental.
This looks like a child's doll. It seems to be a cuddly axolotl.
Bit of an odd thing to keep around.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to be done for the poor fellow until we can drain the water, I fear.
We shall have to get him out of there if I'm to do an autopsy. Can't very well determine the cause of death just by gawping him through the glass, you know.
Greetings, sir.
Ah, hello, my child. I am most pleased to make your acquaintance at this sad time.
Pleased to meet you. I am Lord Winklebottom III, and this is my colleague, Dr. Reginald Frumple.
Bless you, my children. I am Reverend Archibald Peabody.
Do you know any of the other guests?
I believe I may have seen Madame Lavinia at some interfaith conference or other, but not to speak to. Other than that, I'm afraid not.
Do you know why Gilfrey invited you here today?
Oh, I'm afraid I wouldn't know. I've not heard from him for a few years, until just recently when he wrote to me out of the blue. I know he had something to announce, but I'm afraid I don't know what.
It is most intriguing, to be sure. Do you know why Gilfrey...
Oh.
It is most Well, thank you for...
Oh, yes, quite so, my boy, quite so.
A sporting trophy won by Gilfrey. He was always such a strong, fit chap.
Won a few sporting trophies myself in my youth, you know. Came second in the all boys egg and spoon race back at the old academy. They let me keep the spoon. Had to give back the egg mind. Matron only laid it that morning.
An award for Amphibian of the Year. A finer amphibian you could never hope to meet, eh, Frumple? A collection of books, nothing of any great interest right now. Ah, this chap is Lord Malcolm Schmidt. I've met him in a house a number of times. A great speaker, although I'm not sure all of it makes a good deal of sense.
Looks most distinguished.
Generally, yes, though not so much when food is around. He can get quite raucous at times. Now, let us have a look in here.
Oh, just some papers. How boring.
Not inherently so, but in this case, yes. They don't seem to be of any great interest. Although it does seem odd that they're in such a mess. It's almost as if somebody had been rummaging through them in a hurry.
Best way, in my opinion, gets it out of the way. I much prefer reading things with nice pictures in them. Medical books have some excellent drawings.
One would hope that you at least glance at the words, mind you.
Hi, Lee. How are you?
A collection of gramophone records.
Oh look, they have Sounds of the Sea featuring Periwinkle, Flange and the Crustaceans. I love their music.
I think I'll stick to the classics.
I say, Winklebottom, I wonder if these chaps know what happened to Gilfrey.
You could ask, but I doubt they'd hear, and I don't suppose they saw anything anyway. And if they did, they wouldn't say.
This is Lord Winklebottom Investigates. It's a point-and-click adventure about a detective who's a drap.
A collection of books, nothing of any great interest right now. A relic of the Great Frog Wars. Gilfrey was most fond of ancient history.
I say, that axe he's carrying would do you a real mischief if he got on the wrong end of it.
Greetings, you must be Miss Gilfrey.
Sounds
My
awesome.
most sincere
Yeah.
condolences on your sad loss.
If it isn't Lord Winklebottom. Father talked about you often, and you must be Mr. Frumple?
Doctor, actually. That is, I mean, sorry for your loss, miss.
First mother and now this. I think we must have done something unspeakable in a past life to suffer so much pain in this one. Don't you agree, Lord Winklebottom?
There has been some terrible tragedy here, I agree, but I fear there may be some more earthly causes for the most recent one, at least.
You think there's villainy at work here?
We don't know yet, however, his death is quite a shock, as far as I know, he was fit as a fiddle before he died.
Hi,
In
Chris.
any case, Dr. Frumple will be able to tell us more.
Not too bad, thanks. How are
If you
you?
don't mind, I'd just like to be left alone for a while.
If you're particularly interested in point-and-click games, there's an old Dracula point-and-click game, and it's great. Not particularly. This is one of the
Goodbye
games
for
that
now, Miss Gilfrey.
I wanted to showcase from the Indie Game Collective.
My word, this plant really does look frightfully tasty. Oh dear, how awfully embarrassing. I do hope that wasn't an important clue.
Glad that you thought about that after you started eating it.
A cactus covered in dozens of needles.
I'm keeping well away. Got a dreadful phobia of needles, don't you know?
Doesn't that rather interfere with your work as a doctor?
Not at all. I just close my eyes when I use them, that's all. It's a very common fear, you know. Most of my patients scream when they see me with one.
Yeah, probably because you shut your eyes when you use them. Ridiculous.
I have no idea what this app is. I'm certainly not going to touch it, but I know it's safe. Maybe if we could find out more about it.
You good? Welcome into the stream. How'd you find us?
After getting trapped in one of those. Sir Bumbles the Second. Very nasty way to go. I don't really want to lug around an entire hosepipe if I don't have a reason to. Let's take these with us.
Indeed. It would be sheer folly to leave
Oh
them.
my god. Dr. Frumple, why?
I say sheer folly. Because
Yeah, we got it!
Yes, I understood. Actually, I believe they're secateurs.
Let's talk to this cat. Okay,
You know,
need a
Frumple,
key.
I'm not sure we have all the... Greetings.
Ah, Winklebottom, isn't it? I've written reports about your exploits for my newspaper.
Oh really? And which of our adventures have you covered?
Sorry, old thing. Not sure I recognize you.
Frumple? Dr. Frumple? You said you'd covered our cases.
Oh, that's right. You're the gentleman's gentleman, yes?
We're partners. Equal partners. Blasted hack.
All right, Frumple. Pleased to meet you, sir, but I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage.
Winslet's the name, old thing.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
I say, it's true what they say, then, about you preferring to walk on all fours. Bit old-fashioned these days, what?
I just happen to think it's rather more refined.
Plus he'd bash his bonds on the ceiling if he tried to walk in the modern style.
Greetings.
Ah,
Oh really?
I already did this. I didn't mean to. Freaking.
Winslet's the
Pleased to
name.
meet you.
Have I
say,
spoken to the
it's
just
axolotl?
happened to
The
think
dead
it's a
axolotl
classic
floating in there? No, I haven't spoken to the dead
How do you know,
axolotl.
Gilfrey? Do you know why you're invited here today?
In reverse order, not a blasted clue, and I'm engaged to his daughter Constance.
You're a journalist, you say. Could that be the reason you're here?
Might be, old boy. The old fellow wasn't entirely taken with me, truth be told. But if he wanted somebody to get the word out
Remember,
about
that's
something,
okay.
I'd certainly fit the bill.
You didn't get along with Gilfrey then?
Well, I mean, I've never actually met him, you understand. This is the first time Constance has brought me to the island. But I'm sure he wouldn't approve of me. Crikey, my own family don't. So why would somebody else's?
So you're engaged to young Constance over there.
Oh, Winklebottom, I'm a changed cat since meeting her. I was quite the party animal, but fair to say, she's tamed me.
You didn't get on with the Admiral though.
It was nothing he said, you understand, but I don't think he approved. Don't have a lot of luck with family. Even my own disinherited me.
I say, that's rather harsh of them.
Too many parties, I suppose. And being a journalist is not exactly an appropriate job for somebody of my status, you know.
Most unfortunate.
I get to keep the title. I'm a baronet, don't you know? But I'm afraid it's left me rather cash poor.
Thank you for your time.
This. Oh, okay, it's in. Never mind. I can't. It's not in any kind of order at all. It's not in alphabetical order. Whatever.
One of those newfangled gramophone players.
Modern technology is wonderful. Just look how tiny it is.
How do I leave hallway? If he's dead, does it make him a not-a-lotl? Yeah, I think so.
Part of Gilfrey's pipe network.
Looks like great fun. Would be better with a mud pit at the end of it, though.
Makes him an axed alotl. Nice.
This might prove useful.
Absolutely not. Why, if you take that, people won't be able to wash their hooves after their ablutions. Absolutely filthy. No, I won't allow it.
I'll just take this.
You know, I can prescribe medication if you need it. You don't have to go around stealing drugs from dead people.
It's an empty bottle, Frumple. A small empty bottle. I don't wish to go right now. Different seats for small, medium and large posteriors. Saves accidents with small rat.
That's kind of great. I was confused about what those were.
The guest bedrooms are all down here. I suppose...
Don't know why we bother. Even the daftest criminal isn't stupid enough to leave incriminating evidence lying around his own bedroom.
That you're aware of.
Well, that was a bally waste of time. What did I tell you?
I know, old friend, but we had to do it. From what I recall, this door leads to the attics.
Why do people insist on locking doors all over the place? Most inconvenient. Nobody ever considers us.
I rather imagine Gilfrey wasn't expecting to die, so probably wasn't anticipating our investigation.
Well, yes, I suppose the whole thing is rather more inconvenient for him.
Yeah, you think?
Looks like our dear friend Inspector Culver has solved another case. It seems this was an international case. He was aided by a foreign chap named Inspector Waffles.
I'd rather go for a waffle right now.
Is there any time you couldn't?
Never underestimate the predictability of stupidity. Exactly.
A notepad. Looks like the top page has been torn off.
Oh, you know what this means. Quick, give me a pencil. I'm going to rub over it and reveal what was written on the torn-off sheet. This is my favourite.
I'm guessing it's not going to
Here
do
you go,
anything.
then.
It's working, it's working.
Let me see now. 1 dozen eggs, 1 lettuce, a quart of milk. Well done, Frumple. You've uncovered an old shopping list.
Oh, how disappointing.
A small blade used for opening letters.
My God, Winklebottom, this might be it. The murder weapon.
Other than there being no blood in the water, this blade barely being sharp enough to break paper, let alone flesh, and the fact the murderer would have to dry it off and place it back in his desk after using it, rather than just taking it with him, yes, I'd say this fits the facts rather well.
Nobody likes you when you act like a blasted clever clogs, you know.
On top of all that, we don't even know that this is a murder yet.
Yes, you've made your point.
The sign next to this light says, "Warning, do not open pressure valve when pump is powered."
Maybe just a slight turn, just to see what happens.
No, Frumple? Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get Gilfrey out of there.
Wait, we can't do this while the water pumps are turned on. We'd probably flood the house. Or, at the very least, I might get water in me tea.
This must be a baby photograph of Constance.
Look at her little bow.
We could spend days looking through these books. I think I'll leave these be.
I mean, you've done nothing but walk around picking up things that don't belong to you since we left home this morning, but I have to draw the line somewhere, what?
Might come in useful, I suppose. Greetings, dear lady.
Oh, the chameleon
hello.
thing is freaking
I
me out.
am Lord Winklebottom III, and this is my companion, Dr. Frumple.
I'm Vivian. Dr. Vivian Price.
You're a doctor.
Yes. Well, sort of. Not medicine. Geology. And physics. Also biology and linguistics. A few things.
Yes, well, medicine is difficult, especially for a, well, you know.
Frumple.
Oh, don't worry. I'm used to that sort of reaction.
What the fuck, Frumple?
Were you invited here for this great announcement too?
Me? Oh, no, I live here. Well, not here in the house, but on the island. I worked, I suppose, for Admiral Gilfrey.
Strange, the maid didn't mention other stuff.
No, she wouldn't. People tend to forget about me, you see, Mr. Winklebottom. Sometimes I think I might as well just blend into the scenery.
What was the nature of your employment here?
You know of Gilfrey's expeditions? I helped him examine the artefacts he brought back. Cataloguing, mostly. But sometimes there'd be something more interesting.
Anything recently? Could that be what he intended to announce? Some big discovery?
No, nothing. I'm sure I would have known if there was something like that. I am sorry, Mr. Winklebottom.
What do you know of the other people in the house?
Not very much, I'm afraid. I haven't really spoken to anybody. I don't even know the staff all that well. I tried talking to the gardener earlier, but he was in a frightful temper.
You mentioned the gardener was in a bad mood. Do you know why?
Oh, well, he's always kind of grumpy, you know, but he seemed perfectly livid last time I saw him. Thought he was being given the sack, I think. Something about a vegetable patch. You should probably ask him.
Thank you, miss. Greetings, good sir.
Ulysses Spode of Spode, and Flabbernacle. At your service, sir.
What a ludicrous collection of names that is.
Quite so, Frumple. And what part do you play in today's events?
Don't rightly know, sir. Old Gilfrey wanted me to come and observe, he said. Worried there might be a spot of bother about whatever it was he was announcing.
Legal bother, you mean?
As you say. Wouldn't tell me in advance what the whole bally palaver was all about, though. I suppose now we'll never know.
Well, perhaps.
So, since I'm here anyway and the old boy has popped off, might as well sort through his paperwork and make sure everything is in order. Lots to sort out when somebody dies, you know. Especially somebody as rich as him.
We shall speak more later.
Always here if you need me.
I don't really think this diving suit would fit me. This is a self-portrait, apparently, of a fellow by the name of Lake Cabilius, a renowned scientist and explorer.
Maybe a colleague of Gilfrey's.
Perhaps so. I believe I may have met the chap once at a party held by him and his husband. Very good food, as I recall. Ah, I do believe I've met this gentleman, a fellow by the name of Tobin.
Wily looking chap. I dare say he would have a tale or two to tell.
Indeed so, quite the talented wordsmith too. He throws around some most impressive verbiage.
Okay, maybe we'll ring the gong again?
Gone.
Ugh. Perhaps we could discuss the other people who are here.
I say, I gonged that gong over there and your butler fellow didn't show up.
Well, he is a bit on the slow side, but he's quite reliable. I hope nothing's happened to him.
Who else is on the staff here?
Other than Ambrose, it's just Pumphrey, the gardener. Such a shame to see the house so low on staff. Oh, my lord, you should have seen the place when my mistress was still alive.
Used to be more of you, eh?
Oh, yes, sir. It's really just a skeleton staff now. The master was away so much on his travels. More so since the mistress passed away. He doesn't need a full staff these days, I'm afraid.
What can you tell me?
I don't know any of them well. It's the first time we've had guests since the mistress died. God rest her soul. You're the last to arrive, so you'll find them all around the house.
Thank you very much. Do you know why we've all been invited here?
Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. I don't. The master was being most mysterious about it. Something to do with his research, I'd fancy, but it's all beyond me.
That'll be all for now, madam. No. I'm really not sure.
Okay, let's light the... I don't know why we're lighting it, but we'll light it.
Need a steady hoof to do this, as there's only one match left. There we go, the cooker is heating up nicely now. This seems nice and hot now, but I'm not really sure what one does with one.
Hungry but sleepy.
Let's put the pan on the stovetop. How thrilling! I've always wanted to try my hoof at cooking. Ah, look, Frumple, the heat has melted the butter into an oily liquid. I can hardly pick this up with my bare hooves. We'll need something to soak it up, I wager.
Well, what about your mane? That's probably absorbent.
That's a disgusting thought, Frumple. This seems unlikely to be effective.
Something to soak it up. Towel? The towel that he wouldn't let me take? Or some toilet paper, maybe.
Look at this. Silly beggars have put the toilet roll on the wrong way round.
Dr. Frumple,
Between
you are
this
so
and the
wrong.
Tea fiasco, I sometimes feel like I barely know who you are anymore.
Oh, but I want it.
This might prove useful.
Absolutely not. Why, if you take...
Okay, maybe one of the sheets in the bedrooms. In the staff bedrooms.
Ugh, this bed.
Looks like some kind of...
This looks like a
bit
child.
of an old thing to...
Okay.
You know, Frumple, I'm not sure we have all... I say, look at this, old boy. It's Gilfrey and I during our school days. Ah, those were happy times.
Not for me. Couldn't abide school. The other boys used to make fun of my name. Dumple, they'd call me. The rotters.
They weren't terribly creative bullies, were they?
A collection of books, nothing... Various works of fiction. These are most likely Ethelberta's. Aristotle preferred his scientific tomes instead.
Ugh, Shakespeare. The masters made us read it at school, toted old Ross. Don't mind the one with the two lovers from rival families of mongooses and capybaras, though.
Now, let us have a look in here.
Oh, just some papers. How boring.
Not inherently so, but in this case, yes. They don't seem to be of any great interest.
Best way, in my opinion, gets it out of the way. I much prefer reading things with...
One would hope that... Ah, look at him here. The pride of the Admiralty. They say... Ah, look at this. It's Gilfrey and Ethelbert on their wedding day. A splendid...
Yes, terrible business. Just terrible.
Any idea?
Should probably head outside now that we've spoken to everybody in the house.
guess we'll find the thing to soak up the butter outside.
Hello, my good man.
Do you mind? I have work to do. This storm is going to ruin my plants.
Perhaps you've not yet heard, but I'm afraid your master...
Oh, I've heard. And where does that leave me? That's what I want to know. Bloody inconsiderate of him it is.
Wow.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Oh well, then, my...
Oh, yes, you just go indoors.
Oh my god, I don't like this guy.
It's no good, we won't get anywhere in this weather. I say, Frumple, look, there's an imprint here. Somebody must have dropped something in the wet mud. On the shape, I deduce...
It's very obviously a key. There's no need to act so bally clever about it, you know?
As you say, a key.
Key print. Okay, key.
Somebody must have dropped a key into the wet mud.
I wonder what is...
I say, Frumple, what on earth was that?
Some kind of commotion coming from the drawing room, I think.
Quickly, we must investigate.
Something happened to the body?
Quick, Frumple, to the orangery. Miss Gilfrey is in grave danger. Miss Gilfrey, what is it? Whatever is the matter?
Oh, Lord Winklebottom, it was terrible. A simply frightful thing.
I say, steady on. What are you talking about?
Out there, Dr. Frumple, out in the dark, it was a creature, a thing. I've never seen such a ghastly sight.
Are you sure, Miss Gilfrey? Could it perhaps have been Mr. Walters returning to his boat?
It wasn't a person, Lord Winklebottom. It wasn't an animal at all. It was wet and hairless and... Oh, God, that face. I shall never forget it.
Was it a human?
What now? Please, try to be calm, Miss Gilfrey. We must investigate.
Oh, sirs, thank goodness you're here. He just burst in, soaking wet, ranting and raving about a monster.
Ah, a foul, fearsome beast! Away! Away with you!
Poor fellow looks in a bad way. Frumple?
Chap seems delusional. We should get him into bed for some rest.
Came at me out of the trees, a malign monster! Ah! 'Tis after me! 'Tis after me!
Are there humans? I don't know,
Looks like he needs
Abstract.
a good rest.
He can use one of the beds in the servants' quarters. I'm sure Ambrose won't object.
Right then, Frumple, let's help get him into bed.
As long as I don't have to get too close, he smells like a blessed brewery.
Come on then, old chap.
Oh, hello, Sunset. Thank you for the raid. How did your test stream go?
Should be right to rain soon.
As long as the bar guest doesn't come for him.
Aw, Bag, thank you for the
Oh,
resub
never
for
mind me,
16
sir.
months in a row.
Did you say bar guest? Like the name of this island?
Good night, bees.
Stuffed, really, I suppose. But the bar
Wow.
guest is a
I hope
ferocious
Shazam
monster
was
sent to
here.
roam the island
Yeah?
at night.
Yeah.
He's
Two,
part dog,
double,
part monster.
4. Wow.
They say that anybody who sees
Wow.
it will surely die soon after.
Sounds like a pretty disagreeable chap, what? That's a
Internet is
problem, mind you.
ballin'. Need to make your mic better,
One
though.
last
Ah,
thing,
okay.
sirs, if it pleases you. In all the commotion, Madame Lavinia
Don't
has
thank you,
misplaced
Kiki.
a crystal ball. Says it's been stolen. Would you believe it?
Dash careless of her.
I've promised to keep an eye out for anything
No,
suspicious
mindy.
out here.
Not that I'm aware of.
Maybe you could go and talk to her.
Very well, we shall see what the problem is.
I was not paying attention to any of that. Hang on, this is very British, yes.
Perhaps we could...
I say, I can't.
Well, he's a bit on
Who else is on the staff?
other than that.
Used to be more.
Oh, yeah.
I say.
I
He's a bit
just...
Who else is on the...
You want me to hit the gong again?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you very... That'll be all.
Gone.
Ugh.
You love gongs. Sick gong rip.
Goodbye for...
Okay, maybe we'll go back outside. I wasn't paying attention, unfortunately.
Oh well then.
Oh,
Humphrey
yes,
didn't
you-
see anything?
Any idea?
I'd like to see what's inside that hatch in the kitchen.
I say, Frumple, if you hold this hatch open for me, I might be able to have a look inside.
Not a chance. I can't reach it with your whacking great form in the way. No, can't be done unless we can wedge it open somehow.
No, I don't think... I'd really rather... I can't get this into the gap to wedge open the door. Need something smaller.
Smaller than the knife? What?
I can hardly pick this up with my bare hooves. Will me?
Well, what about your mane?
That's a disgust.
Knitting needle, maybe? Can I take something from your bag?
Dame Sealy's haberdashery bag.
Try a wooden spoon. I don't think I could take it off the... I can't take anything off the hook there. Oh, the letter opener, maybe?
Let's take the...
You must be flummoxed again.
Oh, look. This is a map of the... Let's take one of these envelopes.
I wish I was a giraffe. People would start taking me seriously. Oh dear.
Looks like our dear friend Inspector Culver has solved another case.
I'd rather go for a...
Is there any time...
Hello, CPP. How's it going? Good job.
This might do the job if I hold the door open with one hoof and try to jam the letter opener in with the other. Yes, I think that's going to keep the door open.
Any rat in this game? Not yet. Not that I've seen.
It's open now, so I should be able to look inside. Right, with this door held open, I can just about get my head in here. Let's have a look inside, shall we? Well, that was a tight squeeze. I can't really do much down here, but I can have a look around at least.
Salt water system. Bottle of lye.
This is a bottle of lye, an alkali used for cleaning.
Somebody put lye in the water?
Alas, I cannot reach the switch from this undignified position. We'll need to get into the room. Looks like there are some bags over yonder, but I can't tell what
Oh,
inside
somebody put
them.
salt in the water. And I guess axolotls are freshwater.
This system must feed water into the rest of the house. The taps, Gilfrey's pipe network, the orangery, and so on. Looks like there are some...
Lye melts bodies. True.
This door appears to be locked.
Must lead down to that cellar you stuck your neck into earlier.
Nothing else.
Justice is just best served cold, because if you serve it warm, it becomes just water. Fuck. Got too much spaceman.
Mr. Walter?
Ah!
Is he drunk again?
Ah! A foul beast!
I think he might be dreaming.
Fella's gone crackers if you ask me.
I should never have shot that albatross. Cursed I be! But he knocked over me pint.
Seems like he's delusional, or at least I hope he is. A map of the island.
Okay, but I'd like
A
to
map
look
of
at
the
it.
island.
I want to look at the map! Good gravy.
Any ideas? Or
We need to see if we can help out Madame Lavinia.
Okay. That's who I was meant to talk to and couldn't figure out. Is this Lavinia?
Greetings.
You are Lord Winklebottom, are you not?
I say, that's amazing. Did you see all that in your...
No, I saw an article about you in the newspaper earlier today.
Oh, well, yes.
Anyway, I am very pleased to meet you. I am Madame Lavinia, and I am a spirit medium.
Well, quite. What can you tell me about Gilfrey?
Oh, that poor soul. Such tragedy in this household. First my dear Ethelberta, and now Aristotle. Their daughter must be devastated.
Quite so. Very sad business all round. Very sad.
What's your connection to Gilfrey?
I've known Ethelberta since she was a duckling. I've no idea why darling Aristotle invited me today, though. None at all.
What can you tell me about Gilfrey?
Oh, that poor soul. Such tragedy in this household. First my dear Ethelberta, and now Aristotle. Their daughter must be devastated.
Quite so. Very sad business all round. Very.
What's your connection?
I've known Ethelberta.
What can you tell us about the Lady Sad?
Oh, I can't get a word out of her. The old bat needs some sort of hearing aid, if you ask me.
These modern hearing aids are a miracle of science. Some are barely larger than a briefcase, you know.
I say, what's happened to your crystal?
Oh, it's that criminal sat in her chair over there. She's acting like she's oblivious, but
Well, that's really not on.
I even tried mentioning the Scottish play to shock it out of her, but she's deaf as a post.
The Scottish play?
The Shakespeare play. Macbeth. Actors are terrified of
Macbeth!
it. Think Shakespeare will come and eat them if it's even mentioned, or something like that.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, she's got it in her beak.
Madam, perhaps you could return.
What's that? Music hall? Ah, you must be a fan. Sorry, darling.
Daft old bird.
Macbeth.
The cheek! I do not have bad breath.
Well, that worked about as well as could be expected.
Thank you for your...
What's that?
Ugh.
Maybe can we use the...
One of those newfangled gramophones.
Modern technology is one.
I can't remove this trumpet. It's held in place with a small screw. This is too big to...
You're too big to remove the small screw.
No, I don't think...
Do I have to grab the thing out of the...
It's open now.
Nope. Hi, Quantum. Thank you. Happy almost birthday.
This seems nice and hot now.
What am I gonna do to get that thing open? I hope I didn't just freaking soft lock myself.
A long metal axe. This seems...
I say, Winklebottom. I bet
Uh,
because he's an axolotl.
yes. let us have
just
not inherently.
best way in my.
One would hope that.
How am I gonna get this open? I need the... Now can I steal something from her bag?
Dame Seagully's haberdasher. Dame Seagully's
Damn it.
Any ideas?
We need to see if we can help out Madame Lavinia.
Oh my god, okay, that's... These hints are, like, the definition of unhelpful. I need a way to... remove the... screw. I didn't, like, see any cutlery in here either.
Nothing of interest.
Maybe I didn't open all the
Just some
cupboards.
odds and ends. Just some crockery.
Hope I did. It's very irresponsible of me to leave the freaking pan on the stove with the butter and just wander around the house. Oh, can I use the coat hanger? I feel like the coat hanger is thicker than the knife. What mystery am I trying to solve? I'll show you. It's this dead axolotl.
I'm really not sure. But
Okay, what if you cut this?
I'm not sure they're designed for metal, but these shears are just about.
Looks like they're jiggered now, though. Best check them away.
There we go.
No. So
Oh. Alright, you can use them to pick a lock or something? A whodunit? Yes. No, I wanted to go to the kitchen. They're just leaving the body there? They can't get it out of the tube!
I'd really rather not.
What do you mean?
I'd really rather.
Okay. You pick the lock here.
I'd really rather not.
Ugh! Yeah, well, I'd really rather you would. Plot twist, it was Lord Winklebottom himself. Dun, dun, dun. It looked like somebody was salting his water.
You know, Frumple, I'm not sure we have all the information. This is too big to remove. This seems unlikely.
Yeah, well, you seem unlikely to be effective. I'm so bad at point and clicks. I get so frustrated so fast.
Various works of fiction. These are most...
Oh, Shakespeare. The masters made us read it at school.
I say, Frumple, there's a copy of the play Madame Lavinia mentioned here. Macbeth.
Now we'll freak out this old lady with this... Where's the book? Oh, just...
Macbeth.
The cheek!
Well, that works about as well.
Thank you for your...
What's that?
Oh, where's the book? Why is it not in my inventory? What the...
You know, this might...
Just as long as you...
Oh, I had to... Are you... Just... You know?
Well, that works.
Macbeth.
Well, that works about...
Thank you for your...
What's that?
I say, madam...
The Scottish play! Oh, get away from me! Away!
Thank you so much for getting my crystal ball back. I will let Beryl know that she needn't stand guard any longer.
Don't mention it, madam.
So who died? The axolotl floating in the tube there.
Was killed, I think.
No, not the picture.
I have no idea what this app is. I'm so...
No, not the axolotl. Yeah, he's right there. He's very dead. Unfortunately. Where are those reference books?
We could spend days looking. This appears to be a...
Plants and whatnot. Oh.
We could spend days looking through these books. Maybe if... Thank you, Mick.
I just... Who would do such a thing? I don't know.
Even with this bottle, I really don't want to... This picture class is full of...
What?
Pieces of metal... I wonder if I can find any...
What does it say?
Apparently, that sticky fluid in the plant is a kind of resin. Mix it with a strong alkali and apply a heat source and it'll set hard as rock.
Maybe we could use that for something if we can...
Okay, so that's what the hot butter's for. And the lye, I suppose.
Right then, I'll collect a quantity of sap in the empty bottle. Let's pour this sap into the imprint of the key. Yes, that's filled it nicely. I wonder if you could help procure me some kind of portable heat source.
Procure a heat source? Look, Mush, if you want to borrow a lamp, just bloody well say so, why don't you?
Well, it's not too much trouble.
Oh no, that's just fine and dandy. I tell you what, you wait here in the shelter while I go off in the middle of a bloody storm to find you a lamp. Wouldn't want you to go to any bother, like.
Most gracious of them, sure.
Well, here you are then. Do be careful not to burn your bloody hooves on it, won't you? I'm off inside, now that I've battened down the hatches out here. Don't feel you have to...
He was refusing to go inside because he still had stuff to do. Yeah.
I'll just touch the wick to the flame and hit.
Oh, I need the lie.
It's open now. Right, with this... This is a dangerous substance. I don't especially want to...
Excuse me.
A bottle full of an alkali. Let's put this alkaline to the sap then.
Yeah, let me do it. This needs the steady hoof of a surgeon. Oh dear. It all went in at any rate.
A hot para. Let me try and apply heat from this lamp to the resin mixture, and let's see what happens.
Can't see anything happening. How boring.
Give it time, Frumple.
Can we go now? I'm so bored waiting for this.
You know, Frumple, I rather think we can. Look, the resin is set solid, just like the book said.
Oh yes, no, never doubted it for a moment.
Now to find what is the key to.
Probably the cellar. I had to take a wild guess.
Maybe this key we made will fit.
By Jove, it works. Well,
Oh, unfortunately it snapped off in the lock. I suppose the resin wasn't really strong enough. Still got the door open anyway. I suppose they must keep a few cooking supplies down here too.
foolish if you ask me.
This system must feed water into the rest of the house.
So where is his body gonna slurp out to? I don't want to think about that. Like, I just mean, is it gonna go to the tank downstairs? That's all I meant.
Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drip. There's no use.
Bound to be some oil or...
Okay, how do I pick up the grease? The envelope. I guess. I don't know. There's nothing else in my inventory that would...
I'm really not sure what the... No. Sorry.
What the hell am I gonna use to freaking pick up this freaking butter? Empty the fruit bowl. It wants something to soak up the butter.
Sorry about this, sir, but I'm afraid we have need of your tie.
Milo, whatever are you doing? Stop that this instant.
Oh, frightfully sorry, madam.
Can't do this while the old goat is hanging around, what?
Why don't we just cut a piece of sheet?
Perhaps you should get some rest.
I am feeling quite tired after all the commotion.
Sorry about this, sir, but I'm afraid...
That's the dining room. Grab a towel. See, I tried to grab the towel, and Frumple was like, no.
I suppose this fabric will soak up the grease.
You do the strangest things, Winklebottom.
I mean, you're the one that wouldn't let me get the towel, you dink. I'm sure the tie was literally the only thing in this universe to solve the puzzle. Yeah, that's kind of the way these games work.
I'll wipe this liquid butter around the valve using the tie we cut off a dead moose's mounted head.
No, it is Frumple.
There
Frumple is the
literally
particular one.
No simpler way we could have done this.
I think I might dispose of this now. Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get Gilfrey out of there. The lubrication has helped, but I still can't turn it. If only I had some leverage.
Wires. Are you telling me that I can use the coat hanger wires on the telephone? Is that what you're telling me right now? Frumple is really just showing to be... Yeah, he's a really shitty partner.
I'd like to telephone the main...
Problem at the exchange.
Well, perhaps, but...
Oh, well...
Damn hoof hands.
Not the most professional repair, but I think this should allow us to use the telephone. Let's give this a try, then. Ah yes, I have a connection. Operator, get me Scotland Yard.
Has it got through?
She's just connecting me now. Ah, greetings. This is Lord Winklebottom. I wish to report a suspicious death on the Isle of Bargast. I say hello? Hello?
What's wrong?
The line's dead. Must have gone down somewhere outside the house. Blast it, I don't think my message got through. It's down to us, Frumple. We must investigate this death ourselves.
Listen, Cosine, that's not what this game is about, okay? I think that's where I'm going to call it. I do want to keep going with the game because it seems interesting. But I think I'm going to be done for today. So let me see who we can go and raid. Okay, we're gonna raid my friend Sir Toasty. He's playing Cult of the Lamb, so we can go join another cult, chat. Save, please. Oh god, I hadn't saved that whole time. Typical. First of all, thank you. Thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you again for the raids. I will see you all. Oh, actually, that's what I forgot to say. I think I've been feeling a bit burnt out. So I think I'm going to take the rest of August off. Since my 2 years in September, and I basically haven't taken a break in those 2 years. I don't know that I'll actually be able to not stream for the next 2 weeks, but we'll see. So I'll be around in other people's streams, and I'll be hosting like whoever I happen to be watching at the time. So if you're looking for me, that's where you'll find me. I'm always on the Discord if you need anything. That's it. So I will hopefully see you all back in September. Maybe September 1st because Ooblets comes out and I kind of want to play 1.0 Ooblets. Yeah. So I'll post the announcement in the Discord and I'll post it on Twitter too. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for all your support. Goodbye!